back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I have an interesting but fun video for you. Nothing too crazy. So basically I'm going to show you how to use a charcoal chimney to start your charcoals. I was at my friend's house the other day. They invited me over for a barbecue. We had a great time and they didn't even know about these. So they asked me if I'd make a video showing how to use these to light the charcoals. This will eliminate the need to buy lighter fluid. That could be pricey, you know. So basically all I use is paper and my charcoals. So I basically fill up the chimney. Take a little bit of paper. Stick it underneath. And light the paper. I know you might think that this is kind of silly, but I was actually shocked that some people don't even know about these. The main thing that I've found when it comes to using these is you have to keep paper going into them. You have to keep feeding them basically. I really like heating up my coals this way. Because I don't have to use charcoal lighter. So you don't get that taste in your food. When it first starts out like it is right now, you can see that it smokes a lot. But as it gets going, the smoke will go away and you'll start to see small flames coming out the top. When I pack this paper, I pack it kind of loose. And I just keep feeding it. Doesn't take long, and before you know it, you'll have some good charcoal coals ready to put on the grill, ready for you to cook. Now some of you might be sitting there thinking, golly dude, you know, you're making a video about something that's obvious. Well, that's probably true. A lot of you that are watching this video probably understand how these work. But this video is not for you. This video is for the people out there that don't know about these and don't know how they work. Some of you might be wondering where you can purchase these at. You can buy them at Walmart. You can buy them at Lowe's, Home Depot, your local hardware store like maybe True Value, Ace, you know. A lot of places sell them. This particular one that I'm using right now is made by the company called Weber. They're the same company that makes all those grills. It works real well. Once you get it going, you'll start to see flames coming out of the top. But the main thing is just keep feeding paper to it. They really work very effectively for getting your charcoal ready. Seems like that smoke just wants to chase me right now. Once you get flames coming up through the chimney, you don't have to add any more paper, because the heat of the charcoals on the bottom that are already hot and burning, that heat will go up through the chimney and heat the rest of the charcoal, and it'll help get it ready for you. And you can look through these little holes to kind of tell if you need to add more paper or not, because you'll be able to see the charcoal inside, and if the charcoal's glowing like red, you don't need to really add more paper. I often add much more paper than is necessary. Quite often, actually, I do that a lot. And it doesn't mess with the taste of your food. It doesn't alter anything. It's just another way to start your coals without having to purchase charcoal lighter fluid. So I'm pretty much done adding paper. So I'm going to let that sit for a little while and let that get going. In the meantime, I'm going to put everything away. Put my stuff away. There's a look down from the top. You can see the smoke rolling out. Takes just a little bit of time, and before you know it, you'll have some charcoals ready to put on a grill. You can start to see the flames coming out through the top, and you can see that it's glowing down inside, and that's how the chimney works. It really does a great job. Now you can see that the smoke is all gone, and we just have nice flames coming through. These chimneys do an excellent job, they really do. And if you barbecue a lot in the summertime or in the fall, and you use charcoal lighter, you'll notice that that cost of charcoal lighter adds up. I mean, I was at Walmart today looking at charcoal lighter, and it was like $6 a quart or something like that. So yeah, these save a lot of money. These coals are just about ready, so I'm going to go ahead and put them on my grill. Let me move these steaks first. I don't want any kind of charcoal dust or anything to get on them. usually keep a pair of tongs handy, just old junky ones. Kind of spread my coals around. And again, I want to say that this video is really just for those friends of mine. So if you already do your own barbecuing and you're already comfortable, you know, no worries. I'm just showing you some things that work for me. They asked me to put this video out, so I told them I would. Of course, you got the classic debate, which is better, charcoal or gas? Well, that's funny because I used to be a die-hard gas guy, but now I'm kind of becoming partial to charcoal. But they both work for me, as you can tell. Another thing that, you know, these old brushes, they get kind of crappy over time, and if they do, you know, one thing that I've noticed that you could do to clean the grid here is use some aluminum foil and put it in a little ball. This works pretty good too. You know, and some people say, wow, look at this brush, this is nasty, and you're going to be cooking on that? Yeah, I am. But what people forget is that we're preparing this grid, I guess you could say. We're preparing this grid to cook on, and what that means is it's burning off anything that's bad. So if there's like dog hair or something in this brush, it's not going to get in the food. I know that might have sounded a little gross, but still, this thing preps pretty well, gets the grid ready, and so you're not really getting all that stuff in the food like you might think. Well, since I'm waiting for my grill to heat up, I'm going to go ahead and get these steaks ready. You're probably wondering what this juice is. This juice is soy sauce. I love that on my steaks. Tastes really good. So I'm just using my fork, not to tenderize it, but to get the soy sauce into the meat. It gives it a very good taste. It really brings out the flavor of the meat, and it adds a little bit of salt to it. You know, a little bit of a salty taste, but it really makes the meat taste great. And I like to do this while I'm waiting on my coals, while I'm waiting on my grid to get ready. Whoops, making a mess over here. Splashing myself. And these are ribeyes. Happens to be my favorite cut of meat. And that one's probably ready. Let's get this one going. I like the ribeye cut of meat because they have a lot of fat on them, and the fat, to me, gives the meat some good flavor. Of course, I really like it. Of course, sometimes, you know, the best steaks that you can have are simple. Like when I was at my parents' house, my mom and pop, they were barbecuing, and the steaks were amazing. And I told my mom, I said, "Wow, what did you put on them?" She said, "Salt and pepper." So here I am going through putting all this soy sauce and poking them and everything, trying to get the meat infused with this flavor. And they do taste great, they really do. So there we have it. Just about ready to go on the grill. Well, that grid is good and ready to go. Put these bad boys on. Don't you love that sound of barbecue? I'm going to take this plate in the house and wash it, and I'll be back ready with a clean plate to pick up the meat. Alright, let's take a look. I'm looking at the tops, and these babies are ready. One thing that I've always learned about cooking steaks is you don't want to turn them too much. You basically want to flip them once, and that'll keep them tender. Take a look and see if these are done. Looks pretty good to me. These look really good. And I take my soy sauce and I just put a little sprinkle on top. Gives you that nice juicy steak. So again, everybody, I want to say thanks for watching. Please feel free to comment. Please feel free to subscribe. And again, I know that you guys already probably know how to grill. Not to reiterate too much, but this video was mainly for a friend of mine. But anyway, I hope you got something useful out of it. If you don't use soy sauce on your steaks, I highly recommend trying it. My opinion is that you won't be disappointed. So thanks again, and have a good day, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.